Hey everybody, Avatar 2089 here. I finally got my node installed in Dreamcast today, and definitely excited to finally be here. And this is running at 1080p, even the game itself. Got the HDMI mods and all that stuff. This Dreamcast I've got every mod imaginable thing to it. Bought it from Borderline. I'm sure you guys in the Star crew know him. And really loving it. I've been testing it, playing some games on it for a few hours now, and really loving it. Still downloading some other stuff that I'll have to install in the meantime. But other than that, I've got damn near every game you can imagine on the Dreamcast. So really happy about it. We got Ring Fit Master, Super Boo, and Stadium Marts here. Thank y'all for coming by. I know it's late. I probably won't stream too long tonight because it's already really late, but thank you for coming by. Also, thank you guys because I know you guys donated as well to help me get the mode. Thank you so much. I know I'm Borderline donated, Reluctant Hero, I think Cassius did as well. I don't have the list right now in front of me to look at, sorry, but I just appreciate everybody that did. Even on Borderline did. I bought the Dreamcast from him. But really appreciate you guys. Appreciate all your support. And we're gonna have some fun, play some Dreamcast games. And so we're gonna play this one first. We might check out another Atomic Wave game. And I do want to play some Zero Gunner 2. I played that for a little bit tonight. And I was having a lot of fun with it. I played it on the Psycho Collection on the Switch, the Psycho Collection on the Switch, and I did like it, but I had a hard time getting used to the controls. And for some reason, when I played it today, I just the game's too loud. Sorry. Picking up on the mic. I think it's just the game volume itself. OBS. I had to adjust a lot of that stuff today too. It's been doing weird stuff. I had to reinstall the audio drivers again and stuff like that. And it's been actually kind of funny with the audio, but I got it working long enough to do a stream, so. Anyways, I played the Psycho Collection on the Switch with Zero Gunner 2, and I liked it, but for some reason I just couldn't really, get used to it. But for whatever reason, tonight I played the Dreamcast version and loved it. So, we'll play some Dolphin Blue for now. I only played through maybe 2 levels of it so far. It's really awesome though. I love it so far. It's really awesome. See how the game music's that loud. Like my microphone is way louder than the game music. Well, I'll just turn it down really low then. I don't know. Is that any better? Better now. It hasn't changed. What? Dude, I've really got it like almost all the way down now. Like the game music's not even showing up on my meter now. understand how it's loud. Cause I'm telling you, like I know it's set up right in OBS, and it's not like I'm barely getting any levels at all on it. What the fuck? That doesn't make any sense. Turn my screen down on my phone. I don't even have my phone on. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. I see what you're saying, but I don't know. Hold on a second. Alright, I've got it muted now. Can you hear anything at all on the game music now? You can hear it even when it's muted. What the fuck? Hold on a second. 'Cause I've never had this happen. I see what happened. Okay. I see what happened. Sorry about that, guys. So, alright. That should fix it. What I do is I have the one for my capture card hidden because usually it doesn't work with that. I have to set it as another mic, as like mic 2. And I had the AverMedia thing hidden, and so that's what it was. So I'm gonna leave it on and just keep it muted. That way I can see the levels in case that ever happens again. So I apologize about that. All right, how's that? Is that better now? All right, awesome. Anyways, I don't know if you could hear anything I was saying the whole time, so anyways, we're gonna play some Dolphin Blue. Gordo Stein's here. What's up, man? Start over. Oh well. I don't care. It's up on YouTube. I think it should be okay now, though. Oh, I see. You guys couldn't hear what I was saying. Okay. Yeah, and thank you everybody that donated to help me get the mode. I don't have the list in front of me right now of everybody that donated. I know like most of you guys here in the chat did. I know Charlie Ward donated quite a bit. I haven't seen him in a couple weeks. Hope he's doing all right. I know Cassius did. Reluctant Hero on Borderline. And so thank you everybody that did. You know, I originally had gotten a 512 gig SSD to put into this, and I actually did want to get every game, even like all the Japanese games. So I ended up having to go back to Best Buy today and swap that one out for a terabyte because the file size I have right now is already about 700 gigs. So, and then I've got an SD card in it that's got these games, like the Atomic Wave games, the homebrew stuff, and like English translated stuff, you know, things like that. And like canceled games, like ones where they like actually found some demos of like canceled games. And I've still got some more stuff to add to it, but I've got almost everything. There's probably about 30 ROMs I don't have right now that I'm trying to download, but man, archive.org is so slow. But definitely happy to at least have it working. That's all I really care about right now. I'm just happy I finally got it done, because I've been working on this like every night this week for like a few hours, you know, downloading the files, and it just takes a long time to get everything together, but it's definitely worth it in the end. I'm really loving these Atomic Wave games too, and they definitely look amazing, you know, if you have the DC HDMI mod. Now, I for some reason my Dreamcast does still have some like video issues with some games. I'm not sure what's causing it. It doesn't happen on every game, but there's some games where it like goes black screen and then it'll come back on, like the audio and the video goes black and then it'll come back on. But it did it with this too, so I have no idea like what's causing it to do that. But for the majority of games, it seems like it's running okay and it's not doing that, so that's a good thing. And one thing about these Atomic Wave games too, you can't actually pause the game. So basically, you just got to keep going. So I'll try to keep up with your comments as much as I can. But you know, I honestly believe that once the Atomic Wave games get ported, there's really only a few guys working on that, or at least two that I know of. I think once they tackle this and get all of them done, I've got a feeling we're going to see some Naomi ports at some point. I think we're going to see some Naomi ports, because I mean, it's basically, you know, the arcade version of the Dreamcast. I mean, it actually used GD-ROMs and everything too. I don't know for sure if it's possible. Like, I don't know all the technical side of it, but I've got a feeling that at some point they'll figure out how to do that. Another one, so I've been playing around with the mode too. There was like a lot of things I didn't really know about it actually. So a pretty cool thing you can do is when you install like the image packs, to have like the game art covers and stuff like that. It will actually sort the games by genre for you in the menu without you having to make separate folders or do anything like that. That's another reason I went with the 1 terabyte, because I'm like, well, if I have to copy those ROMs to another folder, then you're basically duplicating those ROMs, you know, to make a subfolder for genres. So I didn't know that the mode actually had that feature, and it works. You know, I tested it out. It's pretty cool how that works. I mean, I didn't expect that at all. Because I know, you know, when I've done that with any of my EverDrives or, you know, the Satiator or anything like that, you know, that was the process I had to follow, basically. That's a pretty cool feature. And, installing the mode was easy. I didn't have to do like the advanced install or anything like that because I didn't really need to. Because I've got the DC digital in there anyways, so I can reset it from the DC digital menu if I need to and stuff like that. So it wasn't really necessary to do the advanced install where you actually have to solder some wires and stuff like that. Alright, I want to sit here for a second because so I can catch up on your comments. Oh, that's interesting, Mackenzie. A Dreamcast copyright protection thing. It could be. I don't know. I have no idea. But at the same time, you know, that was way before HDMI, so I don't think it would have any HDCP in there because I don't think HDCP existed back then, you know? I don't know. You know, I don't know if these actually work with any of the Dreamcast arcade sticks, but I've been really wanting to get that Dreamcast arcade stick. It'd be really cool if it worked with that. Yeah, Stadium Arch. Yeah, I've definitely got the updated DC Digital firmware. I've kept that up to date. That's never changed anything though on as far as like that issue that I've been having, I've even done changed the firmware too to the relaxed firmware, and it still did the same thing, whether I'm on standard or relaxed firmware. Oh, that kind of caught me off guard. When he gets hit, he sounds like he's saying, "Fuck!" Fuck! 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 How many times am I gonna say fuck on this stream? Alright, I think that was the end of it. I'm going to try to catch up on comments here for a second. I've missed a bunch of them, I'm sorry. I haven't used JDownloader. Daniel F says, are you going to play some Spawn tonight? Maybe Berserk or Virtua Tennis could be nice as well. I could definitely, well, it's like 240, so I don't know how I don't know how many games I'm going to play, but we'll see. I'm definitely going to play all the way through this, and I want to play Zero Gunner, or Zero Gunner 2, I'm sorry. I want to check that one out more. And maybe one other game. It just depends on how late it gets. But now that I've finally got this set up, you know, I'll definitely be doing a lot more Dreamcast streams in the future. That's actually kind of what I've been waiting on, is getting all this done before I started like really streaming Dreamcast stuff again. One thing I can say for sure too is the next Ultimate Tate mode stream is either going to be Dreamcast or MAME stuff, because I know I had talked about this in the past, but I do intend on making the Ultimate Tate mode stream a weekly thing, at least once a week. And now that I've got a really good computer and stuff like that, I shouldn't have any problem streaming MAME stuff like I have in the past. And, you know, with all the vertical games that are on MAME, I mean, you know, it's just going to enable me to keep on doing the Tate mode streams for a very long time, you know? Or indefinitely, really. I could play all the games on MAME and play quite a few of them on a stream, and then play through those 600 or 700 games, or however many it is, and do it all over again. I mean, not to mention, you know, the Saturn stuff and Dreamcast stuff now. So that'll be a lot of fun. Yeah, you know, Berserk is one of those games I've been wanting to play for many years, and still have never played that one. And there's actually a lot of really good Dreamcast games that I haven't had the chance to play yet. I really wish I could pause this game though. This part's kind of hard to get through without dying, where they keep on, those turrets keep on coming up behind you. Couch multiplayer is here. What's up, man? Yep, finally got the mode. I just got it installed today, and loving it so far. But you know, it's pretty cool to be able to have, you know, two Dreamcasts now too. Like this one has all the mods done to it, and then I have my original still hooked up to the CRT. I swear it sounds like he's saying fuck every time he dies. That's what it sounds like to me anyways. GT Beakerman's here. What's up, dude? Couch Multiplayer says, might get around to starting my own YouTube channel sometime. That'd be awesome, dude. I always encourage, man. I always encourage anybody that, you know, has a passion for games, man, if you're playing games all the time, you might as well start a channel, you know? It's a lot of fun, man. It really is. I always enjoy, you know, just chilling and playing games and talking to you guys and just having a good time, you know? I swear, like, if I even try to look over at the chat when I'm playing this, I just die, like, immediately. I don't know if that was all of it or not. No, I didn't think it was. I'm glad this thing's on free play, because I probably wouldn't be surviving too long if it wasn't. I think that's the end of the level, I hope so. Stadium Art says, I vote for Berserk, please. Alright, cool. Oh, okay. Alright, so Couch Multiplayer is Charlie Ward. Alright, man. Yeah, I was actually just talking about you earlier because I was thanking everybody, you know, that donated and helped me out with getting the mode and stuff, and I hadn't seen you in a bit, and I was actually wondering about you. And, you know, so now since you're here, man, thank you. Thank you for your support and everything. And, I've got a 1 terabyte SSD in here and a 64 gig SD card. And, excuse me. Oh, so now I gotta worry about these guys and a big cannon in the background. It looks like. One terabyte should be plenty. Yep, I've already got about it's close to 700 gigs right now, and I don't even have all of them. I might even go as far as to get all the demo discs and all that other stuff. I'm not really sure. I just it's the Dreamcast. I've always been like fascinated with this system, so to be able to actually be able to download everything like that is pretty awesome to be able to do it, you know. I swear, I don't know about you guys, but it sounds like he's saying fuck every time he dies. Fuck. Fuck. This is an amazing game, though. You know, I had heard about it a couple years back, and I didn't really know anything about it, but I always thought it looked like an awesome game. It's kind of crazy now to really think back on it. It's like, damn, you know, like now we're playing this on the Dreamcast, you know? Oh, that's cool. There's somebody's working on an English translation of Sakura Tyson Columns. I still need to download that, but I do have the English translated ones that's been done so far. And I've actually been wanting to play the Sakura War games for a long time. They look really cool. GT Biggerman says, damn, I need to get my Dreamcast DC HDMI modded. It looks great. One thing I can tell you is, like, it does look amazing on my screen right now, but it actually looks even better for you guys right now, being in that small window in 1080p. Like, it looks even better. Like, when I look over at my preview screen, it actually looks better than it does on my screen. It's not like it's a downgrade, but I think it's just where you're seeing it on a smaller screen, it makes it look even more high res, you know? But nonetheless, it's definitely worth it. The DC HDMI mod is by far the best thing you can do to a Dreamcast. Even if you don't have, you know, an optical disc emulator or anything like that in there, because I still, you know, collect Dreamcast games, so, you know, you don't really have to have one, but there's a lot of cool things like this, like the Autonomous Wave games and stuff like that, that you can't really play on ones that aren't, that don't have one in it. I think there are a couple of them you can burn discs of now, that they've been able to figure out a way that you can do it, but most of them don't. And I'm sorry if I miss people's comments. I'll definitely read through them after this is over, once I can take a break for a second. And I'll definitely look over your comments and everything again. That was kind of funny. that that guy almost reminds me of Dr. Robotnik a little bit. Oh shit, I didn't see those mines coming up there. Oh shit, I thought I hit the right button. I guess I didn't. Oh, finally. That took forever. Daniel F says, I can't wait to play PC Engine games with HDMI when the Analog Duo comes out. Yeah, man, I'm excited for that too. You know, I just had mine RGB modded, so and that looks amazing too. But yeah, with like native HDMI, that'd be awesome. Ring Fit Master says, I have Soccer Wars for my PS4. I've been enjoying it. The girls in that game were nice looking. Daniel F starts inspecting my PS4. Oh man, Charlie Ward just donated $10. He said, just thought I'd show some more love and support for the channel. Sorry to worry you that I haven't been around for a while. Time differences and everything. Well man, I really appreciate it. And you know, you're always welcome here, man. I enjoy having you. Enjoy having you in the community and everything. And I really appreciate you, dude. Oh! Oh, what is that blue weapon? Missile something. Oh, I know this weapon. Yeah, this is badass. The homing missiles and everything. Now what I'm going to be doing now is, as soon as I get all this stuff, all this other stuff for the mode, I will be getting all the Sega CD stuff to put on the Mega EverDrive Pro, and I do have a ton of games for it already that I haven't transferred over yet. It's just on my hard drive on the computer, but there's still some more ROMs I need to get, and that's why I haven't transferred all of that over yet. I'm still waiting on my Effects Pack Pro to come in the mail. It's still on pre-order, so I know it said like 3 to 6 weeks it would be. I think I ordered it probably like 2 weeks ago, I believe it was, so hopefully we'll have an update on that pretty soon, and be able to do a lot more, you know, Super Nintendo, Super Famicom streams, because I don't personally have a ton of Super Famicom games anymore, or Super Nintendo. I actually ended up having to sell my small Nintendo or Super Nintendo collection last year because I really needed some money at the time, but I didn't really have a whole lot of games either. But I'll be really happy to have that that EverDrive and there's a ton of cool stuff you can do with them. You know, we've got like the MS1 hacks now and stuff like that. That's really cool. Damn, I can't even finish a beer and play this game. Alright, while nobody's shooting at me, I'm gonna take a sip of beer. Couch Multiplayer says, wow, that's strange. My channel name changed, but my donation still says the same. I'm wondering if it's like, if you have a Steam Labs account, maybe it does that. I'm not sure. I'm not really sure how it works. Stadium Art says, the closest thing I have to actual friends and have had for like 15 years is Saru Crew. There's definitely a huge community, man. It's, you know, I don't really have a ton of in real life friends. Saru Crew's been awesome, man. It really has. There's no other crew like it. And, it's almost like we're family, dude, you know, like, I mean, like, the Saru Discord is more active than, like, any other one I've ever seen before, you know, and, like, we talk, like, every single day, you know. I like this music and everything here too, just like the atmosphere and the setting. Really cool. No, I don't know if I'm going to be streaming tomorrow because me and one of my friends are probably going to go out drinking tomorrow. Which is something I haven't done in a very long time. He's actually a viewer of the channel. I do know, you know, him in real life. He's a friend of my family. And Insured Wings, you guys probably remember him in the chat. We're probably going to go out drinking tomorrow. So I don't know if I'll be streaming tomorrow or not. If I do, it'll probably be pretty late, like it is now. I guess I can just move forward. I don't really have to kill this thing. Damn. What is this gun? Like a fucking blunderbuss or some shit. Man, Damn, I'm just getting killed right and left on this. Couch Multiplayer says, I wish the pubs will open here in the UK. Just want to go back to some normality. I sound like an alcoholic. I guess I am an alcoholic, man, because I drink like every day, almost. Really like this music. Ah. Oh. What the hell? Man, that sucks. I wish I could have kept that gun. What was that called? The mist gun? Or something like that? Ah. That's catching me off guard too, because when I respawn, it's like respawning me up there on the top. Yeah, sorry, I missed a bunch of y'all's comments. GT Biggerman says, I've got a new mod coming for the PC Engine IFU. That's awesome. And he said he's going to install it himself. Damn, this is pretty wild. Man, I'm just getting my ass handed to me. He's done said fuck about 50 times in the last 20 seconds. Oh, now he's got spikes on it, and he's gonna come down if I have to get up under him like that. Trying to get that power up. I wonder how many quarters it'd take to beat this game if you could ever play the real one. Hell, it probably cost me $100. Hell, I didn't even see what I got hit by. I think I got him. I think I got him. Stadium Art says a bunch of the arcade cores are coming online, and it's one-to-one hardware accurate. That's awesome. Damn, this level looks awesome. Getting a little bit of slowdown right there. Damn. You know, this game's actually pretty lengthy too. I didn't think it'd be this long. I mean, I've seen other people play it, but you know, it being the first time I've ever played it personally. Charlie Ward says, nothing worse than the Polymega scandal, though. You guys heard the latest about the business license expired? Yeah, I heard about that. I think that was, damn, that's probably been, I don't know, about 3 weeks or a month ago now. I saw it on Twitter. There was a lot of people talking about it on Twitter, and some YouTube videos and stuff about it as well. Oh, okay, I guess that was in. Alright. Alright, so we get an end scene here. And, but honestly though, like, I'm really impressed with how these games actually look. It's like, pretty mind-blowing, you know, seeing it. Now on this, I would never like turn the scan lines on like while I'm streaming because it looks like crap, you know, while you're streaming. But there's actually a lot of games that really look good with the scan lines on the DC HDMI. In 1080p, it just looks amazing. If you know, dial it in just right. And I'm not a fan of artificial scan lines, but I think the DC HDMI does a pretty good job of it. And I'm going to try to catch up on some of your comments. I know I'm like really behind. GT Bigman says, I think the business license thing is more of a paperwork thing, but it does show that they're not very organized. Yeah, I think it was Mad Little Pixel that actually did the video on that, where he was talking about it. Yeah, I think that's the one that I saw, was the one that he did. Stadium Art says, do we still have time for Berserk? Yeah, we'll play a couple more games for sure after this. I probably can't go too much longer, really, but because it's about like 3:30 in the morning here. But we'll definitely play a couple more games at least. That was a hell of a game, I gotta say. And one I'll play many more times in the future. Alright, so let's reset this mode. Reset the system here. This is the DC Digital menu that I'm going to reset it through. Stadium Art says, Berserk till 4 a.m. please. We'll probably will be playing it till 4. He says, man, that shirt. Yeah, man, I love Naruto. I bet I've got more Naruto shirts and hoodies and stuff like that in my closet than anything else. I just, I kind of went crazy buying stuff like that, you know, over the years, and just have a lot of that stuff. um, Stadium Arts, dude, we get along. He says, dude, we get along so well. I downloaded all of Boruto thanks to you. Well, I hope you like it, man. It's like I said, there are some filler episodes and some stuff that's kind of boring and anticlimactic. Uh, but it's getting very, very, very interesting. And I think it's well worth a watch if you're a Naruto fan. It's definitely well worth a watch. Um, Cassius is still here. He says, got to be at work in 5.5 hours, but here I am. I got in bed, but doesn't seem to be working. Stream's looking nice. Well, thank you, man, and thank you for coming by. I enjoyed watching the Sora stream earlier with uh, you and Saramaru. That was a lot of fun. That game looks a lot of fun too, man. I haven't played the new one. Um, Couch multiplayer says, "Haven't you set up the game covers?" Yeah, I've got them on here. It's I just don't have them on right now. But I can definitely show them to you. Um, that was actually the last thing I set up there before I got started. So I got them set up here. Um, and we're gonna play Berserk. So where's that one at? Do I have the U.S. or the Japanese one? I might have the Japanese one, possibly. Because I know I downloaded it. Unless the ROM was bad or something, because I'm not finding it. I'm going to change it back to the list view just for a second. Um, I know that I downloaded it. Hmm, not here for some reason. Well, I guess that's another one I'm gonna have to add on to the list. I'm sorry, Stadium Arts. I thought I had it on here. I could have swore I downloaded it. I think I downloaded it 2 or 3 times actually. Maybe I deleted them because I was getting mixed up sometimes with ones I had and ones I didn't have yet. That could have been what happened. I've been working on this mode build for like a week, and I've literally worked on this all day long up until I started streaming. Um, I'll have to go back and get it, but sorry about that, man. But that's something that oh, it's Sword of the Berserk. Okay, I should have known that. I don't know why I didn't think of that. I'm really tired, guys. I apologize. There we go. Sword of the Berserk. Okay, I got it. Thank y'all, because I, right now, as tired as I am, I probably wouldn't even thought of it. I've literally been working on this build all day long, and still got other stuff to get for it. Some of the homebrew stuff that I don't have on here, I think what I'm gonna do. There are a couple of them you can buy the ROMs uh, by itself, but I think what I'll do is probably um, just buy the game itself and just make a rip, like a CD rip of it, and try to install it that way on the mode. But this is a game I've never played. I've been wanting to for a very long time, actually. Um, I'm gonna change the game name here real quick.
warrior enters a land plagued by an evil fate. He is not like ordinary men, for he carries the Dragon Slayer, a mighty blade of retribution, whose fury knows no equal. His
You know, I've never, I haven't actually delved into the Berserk anime either, but it looks awesome. That is another one I really need to check out. Um, I think I am gonna have to take a quick couple minute break, just use the bathroom real quick and stuff, and I'll be back in just a second, guys. And any comments I missed it on, I'll catch up on those before we start playing the game. But I'll be back in just a couple minutes.
An outcast warrior enters a land plagued by an evil fate. He is not like ordinary men, for he carries the Dragon Slayer, a mighty blade of retribution, whose fury knows no equal. His enemies will know true fear once he starts to swing. An outcast warrior enters a land plagued by an evil fate. He is not like ordinary men, for he carries the Dragon Slayer, a mighty blade of retribution, whose fury knows no equal. His enemies will know true fear once he starts to swing.
Alright guys, I'm back. Thanks for waiting. Just gonna catch up on your comments and everything real quick. I missed a bunch of them. Oh, Cassius was talking about internet speed. He's got gigabit. I get like 700, 900 down, and 80 to 100 up usually. Awesome, man. Yeah, I need to get one of those X-band routers because I just upgraded mine to gigabit, but it seems like it varies with the download speed, but the upload speed don't really change. Like I'm getting 100 usually, at least, upload speed.
His enemies will know true fear once he
Let's see.
swing.
Ring Fit Master says, just curious guys, earlier today I found a copy of Sonic Adventure Limited Edition for the Dreamcast. Does anybody know the difference between it and the regular version? It's exactly the same, dude. Honestly, because I researched that a lot in the past. I always wondered what the difference was. There literally is no difference. It's just the way it looks. It's literally just the way it looks. If there is any other differences, I can't remember off the top of my head, but I don't think there is. Just besides the way it looks. But Charlie Ward, he says the limited edition, as far as I know, allows the use of skippable cutscenes, but I'm still unsure of that. I would also like to know the differences, if any. Yeah, and I haven't heard that before either about that, so I'm kind of interested in that now to look into that, just to see. Let's see. Dating Bart says, "Yeah, I dropped 20K on this stupid diploma. Gotta put it to use, helping you duders." Hey man, you were a great help to me. I really appreciate your time, man. Honestly, like, it would have taken me forever to get this computer running, but just because of those driver issues, you know. And I've just kind of, taken what I've learned, from what you showed me, and I really appreciate it because I've had to do the audio drivers over a couple times as well. I had to do it right before the stream started because my capture card was getting no audio whatsoever. But then when I turned the stream on, you seen what happened. Nobody could hear me because it was so damn loud. But either way, man, I really appreciate it because I love learning stuff about tech. I'm a tech guy. Just kind of, I haven't been in that field in a long time, so I'm always interested in learning stuff. He says Alucard's my Sarutech reference. Yeah, I can definitely vouch for you any day, my friend. Oh, you need an AX router. Okay, maybe I got that mixed up. Ring Fit Master says, just reading online, it looks like the limited edition was kind of like a review copy for reviewers, or discs for Dreamcast kiosks and stores like Toys R Us. Yeah, they were pretty rare. I mean, all right, let's get into Sword of the Berserk. I've been wanting to play this for a very long time. We probably won't play this one for too long. Maybe 20 or 30 minutes. Because I do want to play at least one other game before I end the stream.
The whole thing sucks.
Great. I've got no luck. These things always happen to me.
Rita, stop your complaining and come help me.
Oh well. Okay, old man. I do owe you. Hey, Job. You help too. After all, you're as strong as 2 men.
Attack the fools!
What the?
My God! bandits! We can help you fix your wagon, all right. It'll cost you, though.
Hey, now. You're a little cutie, ain't you? You'll fetch a good price in the market.
Don't touch me, you bastard! You'll get nothing from me!
Yeah, I can turn it up.
Oh,
Hey, what the hell do you think you're doing?
oh. Who is she?
Whoever she
I didn't realize it was that
there's
low
something wrong with her.
there for a second.
Yeah, but look at her. She's pretty hot. We can take her with us, too, for some fun later.
Yeah, you're right, buddy. Hey, you. Over here. What the... Damn you! You're gonna die for that! I doubt it, punk. Who does this guy think he is? Your big sword won't save you, tough guy! Come on! Let's get him, boy!
You gotta love a good hack and slash. Well, I barely survived it, but
Well, I'll be...
first time playing it.
Thank
Pretty
you,
cool though, I
Swordsman.
like it.
You saved our lives.
Alright, Cassius, man, well, I appreciate you coming by, and hope you have a good night, dude.
Listen, big man, if someone is thanking you, the least you can do is listen. And while you're at it, we need food and some money. Some fine wine will do nicely for me.
What the heck is that? A bug?
How rude, girlie. I'm not a bug, I'm an elf. An elf, damn it. Haven't you ever seen an elf? I'm the adorable Puck.
No. I've never seen one.
Who are you?
My name is Rita. I'm a traveling performer.
This mean-looking guy is Gatsu. He's my buddy and carries my house, you could say.
Oh!
And that's our Casca.
Are you mercenaries? If so, you're strange ones.
Mackenzie says the guy with the giant sword would be like, my name's Cloud. I travel from Hyrule. Who are you?
I'm sorry. I meant no offense. Now don't be mad. I'm in the same position as you after all.
Mackenzie says, oh God, someone put clothes on that elf fairy. Yeah, I know, right?
I mean, we. We're going to get
he doesn't have a wiener. Don't worry about it.
There's just one road to town, and you can't miss it.
Hey, what's keeping you, girl?
Coming. And I mean, thanks for saving us. See ya.
Okay.
Where did this other chick come from?
A performer, eh? I kind of like her.
Hey, Casca, where are you going?
Oh.
She probably wants to see that show. The town's right over there. Well, why don't you take her?
Forget it, Puck. I don't have time to waste on something like that.
But even
Dating
you
Mark
maybe
says,
take a
or a
break once in
butthole from the
while.
looks of it.
Oh,
That's
you know, a
strange.
break will make you a grump. Come on, come on, come on. I want to go, I want to go. We both want to go. Please, please, please. Oh, please, come on, let us go. Let's live a little. Come on, Gatsu. Please.
Sure, whatever. We need to get food anyway. I'm starving.
Yeah! Hear that, Casca? Yippee! He said we're going.
I only got a glance. Sure. That guy in the wagon.
Mackenzie says he either has no wiener or butthole or his clothes are the same color as his skin. Yeah, yeah. Stadium Art says this is the second or third story arc, so it takes place after the anime. Okay, cool. I didn't know that. I definitely need to watch the anime though. Super Boo says, yeah, it's a living Ken doll with wings. Yeah, I'll definitely have to watch it, man. It's I'm kind of surprised I haven't watched it up until now, to be honest. I've known about it forever. David Mart says, I have a really good video that goes through the entire Berserk manga. That's cool, man. Couch Multiplayer says, I hear there is a PS2 version in Japan only, but have never played that version. Not sure if it's an enhanced port of the Dreamcast version or a completely new game. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Hey, look, guys.
Ready, Aruko?
I think I've seen that game you're talking about, though. The PlayStation, the Japanese PlayStation 2 one.
Ta-da! And now, here comes our main event. The Strongman Jaw!
That's the guy.
He's possessed by the Mandragora!
Damn monster!
The Mandra what?
Saramaru's here. What's up, man? He says, sort of the Berserk.
No! Stop it, you fools!
Yeah, but you fools.
What has he ever done to you people?
Oh, the hell with you! We're not gonna let a Mandragora zombie go free!
Oh my god! What is that thing?
So let me guess. Now the fun begins.
Stop it, Jaw! Set him down!
pause this for a second. Trying to crack open another beer. Honestly, with this game in particular, I think I'd rather be using the actual real Dreamcast controller, because I'm using the the Retro Fighters striker pad right now, and it's great. I mean, it's a great controller, but one thing I've noticed, the analog stick is like extremely sensitive. I think it's great for most games, but for this game in particular, I think it's a little bit too sensitive for this one.
It's disgusting.
Star's back on his normal account.
You murderers!
Thank you for coming by, man. I really appreciate it. And I enjoyed the stream earlier, which I always do. You always have an awesome show. And I think the 3 guys in the game thing is a really
You didn't have to kill
awesome
him.
thing, man.
I don't feel any mercy for monsters.
You're wrong! He wasn't a monster!
Everyone stand back. Baron Balzac is here for an inspection.
Baron Ballsack. Baron Ballsack is here for an inspection, is what he said. That's some funny shit.
Yeah.
I'm Balzac, ruler of this town. Sir, I must thank you. Unfortunately, Balzac with this disease run amok. They rampage until they die.
Disease.
It started some years ago in a nearby town.
Damn, that shit's funny.
No one has found a cure for it yet. That woman. Is she also possessed by the Mandragora?
No. She's got nothing to do with that thing.
Perhaps. Still, I perceive that her mind is not sound. Listen, I believe our doctors might be able to help her.
What do you mean?
We are researching cures for the Mandragora possession.
Mandragora.
The symptoms appear the same, so perhaps we can help her. Also, we must repay you for your aid. Come to my castle and bring the girl with you.
Fine.
This story does seem very interesting, though.
Then it's decided.
And I know about the Mandragoras, too.
Take care of the other
And, I'm interested in all that type of shit. Any kind of mythological fucking monsters and like all kind of stuff like that. Like I've always been interested in that type of stuff. Hence why I like Castlevania so much, because it combines all of them into one game. This story does really seem interesting. I think after playing this now, I'm gonna have to start watching Berserk. finally watch it. Couch multiplayer, he says, "Oh my god, I googled it and it's true, Baron Ballsack." And I knew it was going to be spelled exactly that way too. Like I knew it wasn't going to be like Ballsack like I'm thinking, but it still sounds exactly the same.
No, it is too dangerous for them. I want you.
Hey, scruffy looking RGB's here. What's up, dude? How are you, man?
Don't worry, Gatsu. I'll take good care of her.
If something happens, come get me.
But the funniest part about like that thing a minute ago is it wasn't just the Baron Ballsack thing. It was like he said, "Baron Ballsack's here for an inspection." That's what got me laughing about it.
Wow, she's beautiful. Who could she be?
Scruffy looking RGB says, out for spring break. I'm fantastic. Awesome, dude. Awesome. He says, ball sacks? Wow, I missed out.
Nothing. Forget it.
He's Couch Multiplayer says, probably said it all serious too. He did. That's another thing that was funny about it. Like just how they said it.
A Mandragoran holding cell.
It was that guy right there
There's
that said
always
it,
the
I
danger
believe.
that they may go berserk, like that man today. So we keep them quarantined here for our needs. Currently, we are doing research into a cure for this horrible disease. But in order to prevent the people from becoming too panicked, we're keeping this place secret from the villagers. Tell me, do you know anything about Mandragora possession?
Nothing.
A few years ago,
I was just waiting on him to say, do you know anything about ball sacks?
suddenly, one day the entire village was possessed by a root-like creature. The possessed became crazed.
I won't be laughing about that shit forever now.
Rumor has it that these bizarre, never-seen
This story is awesome though. I mean, I really like it so far. Like in all seriousness, I do actually really like the story.
possession of unsuspecting people. Because of their human-like shape, and because of their strange effect on their host, people called it Mandragora, and were terrified of it. The plants attach and inject a poison that drives people mad, but yet it cures all illness in the host body. Legend has it that the plant has the ability to also cure the infected and bestow the benefits of youth and vigor. The legend is true.
Wait, I have heard of it. They say that when it's pulled from the ground, it screams in pain.
Charlie Ward says, you need to watch all the cutscenes now. Look for clues to whereabouts of ball sacks.
But because of
Dude, I could do that, man. Like I could, if I really wanted to, I could like do like voiceovers on the cutscenes or whatever and make like a video about that.
dies immediately. To refine serum, you need a Mandragora heart.
Heart.
When a Mandragora plant grows into a great tree, it gains a heart. Even when cut out, it does not die, but instead starts to regenerate. The drug made from such a heart would allow us to cure this cursed Mandragora possession. Before I began searching for a cure, I tried attacking a village of Mandragorans. I wish to prevent further spread of the disease, you see. But the monsters fought back ferociously. I've never seen such carnage.
He wants to prevent the spread of the disease, but his name's Baron Ballsack.
But just a piece of a Mandragora. Exactly. It wasn't enough. To cure so many people, we need to find a larger heart.
Get to the village. What for me?
That village is on the edge of my land. It still stands, and the heart
GT
is
Bigman
there.
says this is a dark game. Yeah, definitely. It definitely is. I knew like Berserk was pretty dark, but
I sent my soldiers
I wasn't really expecting a lot of this type of stuff
to get the
in the
heart of
game.
great tree.
Because I've never watched the anime. I've just seen stuff about it, you know.
We desperately need it for
But
our
it's
research.
definitely right up my alley, though. I mean, as far as like stuff I'm interested in and the kind of games I like to play.
A job.
A proposition. Infiltrate the Mandragora village and take the heart of the great tree. As compensation, we will heal your female companion.
Scruffy looking RGB says if done well, that would be hilarious. Yeah, I think it could
We
be.
make from the heart
I
of the
definitely
great
think it could
tree
be.
Should be able to heal her illness. Let's help each other, friend.
Couch Multiplayer says maybe that's why Berserk is blind in one eye, seen too much ball sacks. Seen too many ball sacks.
Do it. For my Casca.
Excellent. We have an agreement.
GT Biggerman says spooge in the eye caused a rot.
Stop! You shouldn't be wandering all over. Huh?
It was probably that little fairy fucker that did it right there, you know it?
Shut up. You were a fool to come to this town with that monster. Now you will pay. Who is that?
Oh no!
Casca? Help!
That's probably why you don't have a wiener, because when he splooged in his eye like that, he cut it off with that big ass sword of his.
There is a nun in the town who eats and sleeps with the Mandragorans. She fancies herself their protector.
See, he even said it right there. He says he eats and sleeps with them. The Mandragora.
So far, she has turned down my requests for help. But perhaps she will listen to you.
Sorry. I don't get along too well with
Damn.
Pardon me for interrupting, my lord.
Look at this guy.
We really don't need his help. The results of our research so far should be
That's a
enough
funny
to
looking
succeed.
guy,
I'm
too.
sick of your opinions and tirades. I won't wait any longer.
But my lord,
What's he talking about? Sir, the enemy has breached the castle.
What the hell?
impossible. How could that be?
We seem to have underestimated their strength. Pardon me. I must go attend this.
You seem to have underestimated the ball sacks. Like fucking, you know how you know how they got them like those like catapult things and they're trying to bust through the castle doors and shit. What if it was just like big nutsacks that was catapulting at the fucking door? Alright. actually have items now. There we go. I don't know if I can actually like pick up items or like search for stuff or anything like that. I kind of doubt it though. It's probably pretty straightforward since it's like a hack and slash type of game. I'm on the shit giggles tonight. Yeah, man. Oh. These guys trying to tentacle fuck me here. Look at that one. Look at that little short one. That little short fat guy running around. And what the hell's he got coming out of him? Oh, I finally cut somebody in half. That guy, that little short guy right there. That's funny, man. The way that looks. You see that little twirl he did? I'm like keeping him alive just so I can look at him for for a little bit more. Damn, what are they doing? Puking on me? Alright, and I'm in berserk mode. Is there anything hidden in these jail cells? Yeah, your sword kind of hits the wall because it's so damn big. Oh, you actually have credits on this game. I did not know that. Actually, can you save this? I don't think I can save it. Yeah, it's like it's like 4:12 right now. There's one other game that I really want to play tonight. Because it's like 4:12 in the morning right now, so I think I need to turn this one off and like start the next one. I think I do want to stream this one more in the future, and now that I finally got, the mode put in and everything, I will definitely be streaming a lot more Dreamcast stuff and a lot more obscure type stuff too, on the Dreamcast as well. Not just, the heavy hitters that everybody knows about. I want to stream like, stuff that maybe, people haven't really heard of before. Oh man, couch multiplayer says this is like that time when Soromaru went on about Blastwind. Yeah, that was funny. I actually forgot about that until now. That was a funny stream. Scruffy looking RGB says I'm at McDonald's right now, and I keep snickering, and the guy next to me thinks I'm crazy. I can imagine, man, especially being in Japan. I can imagine. GT Bigman says McLovin it. Scruffy says that's a hell of a sword. Hell yeah, it is. That's a huge ass sword. Couch multiplayer says he's shooting poisonous jizz at you, courtesy of ball sacks. GT Bigman says, McBlood. Scruffy says, obscure stuff is fun, man. Looking forward to more of that. Yeah, man, I really like the obscure, like, weird type of stuff, Mackenzie says, credits in the game? What is this, House of the Dead? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, what is that? Couch Multiplayer says, I'm off now. I'll see everyone next time, hopefully on your next live stream. Also, I've got more into Blastwind. I really think the game's underrated. It definitely is, dude. That's an awesome game. It really is. But yeah, man, thank you for coming by. I really, like I said, I love having you here. And I was wondering about you. I hadn't seen you in a couple weeks or so. And so thank you for coming by. And, thank you for the donation and all that stuff, man. I really appreciate it. I think I'm going to have to turn this one off for right now because it is getting late. If I started earlier, I'd probably just play through the whole game or whatever. But I got one more game I want to play tonight. And then I'm going to have to turn in myself so I can get up at a decent time tomorrow. But we're going to play some Zero Gunner 2. But I'm really loving the mode so far. I really am. I mean, it was well worth, the time, all the time that I had to put into it to get everything going. I'll still be putting some more time into it later on. Kind of make sure I have all the games and all the ROMs and make sure everything works and stuff like that. But it's definitely worth it. Ring Fit Master says it's not perfect, but have you guys ever played Soul Fighter on the Dreamcast? It's fun, albeit obscure game on the Dreamcast. I haven't played it. I was gonna pick it up actually in my retro store, and I didn't end up getting it that day. But I do want to check it out though. It looks pretty cool, and it did kind of look like a more obscure type of game. But I think there's a lot of stuff out there like that that's kind of underrated. You know, like there's a lot of games a lot of people don't really play, you know, or know about them, and they're actually really good, you know. I don't even really know which helicopter I like, so I'm just gonna stick with the first one for right now. But I know I was talking about this one earlier, you know, that I do have the Psycho collections on the Switch, and I've played this one a little bit on there, but for some reason it just didn't really click with me, playing that version of it. And I had a really hard time getting used to the controls and like how the game played and stuff like that. When I turned it on tonight on, you know, this version of it, I don't know, I felt right at home with it. It was kind of strange, just knowing my history with the game prior to that. Actually really ended up liking this one, and just noticing like how awesome the game actually looks, and how awesome like the boss designs and stuff like that is. I'm just like really impressed with this one. But it is a Psycho shooter. I mean, you know, most Psycho stuff is really good. Look at this mech right here. Like, this mech's killer. And his shot patterns and the stuff he does, like his attacks and stuff like that, is just really cool. And then you've got other, you know, helicopters and stuff trying to come at you. Gotta pause this for a second. Super Boo says, "Yep, I've got a copy of Soul Fighter." Ring Fit Master says, "Many people hate Soul Fighter, but I don't think it's that bad. But I didn't pay much for it either. I think I paid like $7 for my copy. Yeah, and it's typically a cheap game. I think when I saw it, when I was wanting to pick it up, it was like less than 20. I know that. I can't remember exactly what price it was, but it wasn't really too much money." Scarfy looking RGB says, "This is a smooth shooter." Yes, definitely. It's like very, very smooth. But I will definitely be streaming a hell of a lot more Dreamcast stuff now in the future. And I'm just, you know, happy to finally be getting, you know, EverDrives and ODEs and stuff like that for these systems that, you know, I'm not going to run out of stuff to play, because I have ran into that issue somewhat in the past, especially with like Genesis, Super Nintendo stuff, because I really didn't have a lot of that stuff. And Now I've got the Mega EverDrive Pro. I just got to put the Sega CD-ROMs on it. And I did notice on the last stream there were actually some ROMs that I was missing. Like for instance, Lancer, I couldn't find it at all on it, and I'll have to download that and make sure I've got everything. I definitely want to download Omega Blast, which is the caravan shooter that you guys saw me do the stream of that time where Smoke Junkie was hosting the caravan competition. Definitely want to put that on the Mega EverDrive Pro. And I was actually looking at the game that's coming out for the Genesis. Shit. Now that I'm playing this, and I can't remember the full name of it, but Arena, the Kickstarter game. They got a demo of that you can actually put on the Mega EverDrive Pro and actually play the demo of it on there. So I definitely want to check out that sometime this weekend, if possible. I think it was like Metal Force Arena or something like that. Metal something Arena. Super Bruce says my copy of Soul Fighter was only $10. Yeah, it's definitely a cheap one. I know with like right now, like everything's kind of going up with retro games. Um, but yeah, it's definitely a cheap one. And any Dreamcast game nowadays, like for $10, you might as well pick it up because there aren't a whole lot of them out there anymore that are $10. You know. Um, Infant Master says Genesis does what Nintendo and Super Nintendo does what Genesis isn't. GT Bigman says Arena Genesis Metal Fury. Okay, that's it. I think it's going to be a good game. I mean, from what I've seen of it, it looks awesome. I did want to back it at the time, but I couldn't afford to. But hopefully I can still, manage to get a copy. GT Bickerman says, I have a GDEMU, so I need to try this game. Yeah, it's really good, man. It's actually really good. It might take you a little bit to get used to the controls because, like, the hard part about it is like you have to hit, like, either the X or the B button to, like, change the direction of, like, which way your helicopter's facing, and so that's kind of complicated. But like once you get that down, it's pretty fun. Ring Fit Master says, I have an emu. The damn bird doesn't fit in my Dreamcast. What am I doing wrong? Trying to put an emu in your Dreamcast. Stadium Mart says gonna hit up the shower. If you're not streaming when I get back, have a good night, all. All right, man. Thank you. I appreciate you coming by. He says, gotta wash my ball sack. GT Bigman says, I have to say the arena looks like a ROM hack. A nice ROM hack, but still. Yeah, I'll look into it more too, because it's like, it's actually been a while since I've watched that trailer of what the game actually was. But they do have a demo that I would like to download and put on the Mega Everdrive Pro and check it out. But I do kind of prefer the games, that don't really look like ROM hacks. One game that is coming out in the future for the Mega Drive is called ZPF, and that shooter looks fucking amazing. Like, the art's done by Grisor. If you guys were able to catch my Super XYX stream, that's the same guy that did that game. Grisor, the art and all that stuff was done by him. And ZPF looks amazing. I mean, it looks like, I can't even really explain it. It's like, it looks like its own individual game, of course, but it looks like it's very heavily inspired by Thunder Force. It's very like fast-paced looking and everything at the time, and it looks awesome. The bullets, like the enemy bullets that are coming at you, look like Thunder Force bullets. If you know what I mean. Like the enemy bullets look like Thunder Force bullets, but it's really fast paced. It has that Grisor art style, and I don't know when that's coming out. I know it's in development, but I can't wait for that one to come out. I don't know if they're going to have a Kickstarter or anything for that one, but that's one I'll definitely have to back, because I feel like that's going to be like a must-have Genesis game. GT Biggerman says, I did back the Arena Kickstarter. Super Bruce says, I would have, but I didn't have any money at the time. Yeah, that's me too, because I was planning on backing that one too. Actually, the only thing that I backed last year was Jesse Yeager and Cleopatra's Curse, and I kind of struggle with like which one do I want to back at the moment. Like, should I do the Turbo CD one, or the Genesis one, or like which one should I do? And I ended up going with the Genesis Special Edition one that's gonna have like the soundtrack and stuff like that. So I don't know how long that one's off from being done, but I know like the CD version will definitely be done faster than that one, I'm sure. GT Biggerman says it certainly sounds like it uses the Thunder Force sound engine. Yeah, definitely. Now, I know like that dev does like to use the original, like the Yamaha, the Yamaha synth sound chip that's in there. So it's pretty faithful to the original hardware, and I know that Karina that did the soundtrack for Super XYX, which is also like a Grisor developed game. Excuse me. That's what she actually used on it as well, was that Yamaha sound chip from the Genesis. One thing I'm interested in is there's some way I haven't had a ton of time to look into it lately, but there's some way that you can use the Mega EverDrive Pro as like a MIDI output, and use that sound chip basically to make music and stuff like that with. So I found a lot of like source files and stuff like that, and things that I'm trying to understand and like get together. But I would love to like really try to utilize that and make some music or something with it if I possibly can. Um, so I don't know when that's going to happen. I've been extremely busy here lately with a million different things. But I do plan on getting around to doing that too and researching it more and like trying to figure out how to do it. But I think it'd be really awesome to do that. Super Boo says, same, I backed Jesse Year, but I just went with the regular Genesis tier. GT Biggerman says, the demo video I just watched has a lot of parallax, so that's cool. Yeah, there's a ton of parallax in that shooter. Like, it looks really good. He says, I didn't even know about Cleopatra's Curse. Oh, wow. I'm surprised, actually, man. You being Sorrow Crew, I'm actually surprised. Because Maru streamed it, the demo, because he got exclusive access to the demo. And then Rover actually streamed it as well, not too long after that. And we were all talking about it in the Discord, but that's been like several months ago. That's probably been, I don't know, 4 or 5 months ago. It's been a while. Um, but if GT Beakerman, if you don't know this, the dev is in the Sorrow Crew too. His name is Dark Kobold, or I don't know how to really pronounce it. So it's Dark Kobold. So that's his name, and he's actually in there, in the Discord. Oh man, I thought I could go in between those bullets and not get hit. I should have just used a bomb. GT Beamer says, some weeks I tune out a bit. I have been, honestly, here lately. Like, I just honestly haven't had time really, um, to, to, to really be in the Discord and stuff. Um, I'm usually pretty on top of that stuff, but here lately I've just been too busy with so many other things. Um, Ring Fit Master says Genesis or SNES. I can't decide. I'm always flip flopping. I mean, as far as like which one's the best or something like that. I don't know, man. I love both of them. I mean, there's so many awesome games across both of those systems. You know, I can't really say that I like one over the other. Honestly, I mean. Superboo says Rover helped bug test it too. I think he may have. I know I did see like conversations with him and the creator in the Discord. I know he was helping him out with it with certain things and trying to troubleshoot certain things. So he probably did bug test it. I'm not really sure about that though, or how in depth that was. GT Beerman says, yeah, I saw his post with a ton of copies of the game. I'll buy one if possible. Genesis takes more talent to get great sound. Yeah, I would say it does. There's a lot more going on with the Genesis than there was with the Super Nintendo as far as that goes. GT Bigerman says SNES has 8 channels and uses a special Sony chip to reproduce samples. Yeah, dude, that like the Super Nintendo, there was some pretty crazy stuff about that one too. Ring Fit Master says maybe it's just me or my area, but Genesis is a lot cheaper than the SNES version of some games. It may depend on what it is, but I mean honestly, like in my area, there's only one retro store around here now because all the rest of them have closed down, unfortunately. And you know, the retro store that I used to support for many years closed down. That's been over a year ago now. And so now the only one I can go to is in the mall, and I mean it's an awesome store. They've got a lot of awesome stuff. They've got a lot of import stuff, like even stuff that's, you know, not really gaming related. Like they have a ton of Gundam model kits and like Transformers, you know, like all these model kits that are like imports from Japan and stuff like that. And they got a lot of really cool stuff, but I think they're just too expensive in a lot of ways. Like they're gonna try to get top dollar out of like every single thing they have, you know. And I get it, but it's almost like it's a monopoly now. If you want to buy local, you know, retro games locally, well, you have to go to them because there's nobody else you can go to. And I don't really buy a lot of stuff from there. If it's a situation like, okay, like I could get this on eBay for roughly the same price, but then I'd still have to pay for shipping and wait for it to get here and all that other stuff, then yeah, it might be easier just to buy it from the retro store. But there's a lot of things they've got that are like way overpriced, you know. That like automatically I look at it, and even me knowing like the prices of most retro games, I just look at it and I'm like, hell no. Like, like I ain't paying that shit. I could find it on eBay way cheaper than that, you know. But you know, the funny thing is, a lot of these stores, they'll stay firm on the price, and nobody will ever buy the damn thing. It'll be sitting there for years, you know. It's like, hey, if you want to sit on it, that's fine. But they have gave me some good deals a few times though. on a few things. I haven't really been paying attention too much. I know I've been talking a lot and stuff like that. But I really want to beat this game. And I don't think I'm going to do it on this stream. But I think as I practice it in my free time a little bit more, I will be able to. And I just got game over right there. So, well, that's game over. But killer game. I really like this game a lot. I don't know how many stages there are, but it's really cool. But I think I'm gonna have to end the stream here in just a second, guys. I'll sit here and talk to you for a few more minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to this screen since I'm pretty much done gaming for the night. But yeah, I'm really tired. I've been working on this mode build literally all day until I started streaming. I only took like 2 breaks earlier from like, you know, I had to go to Best Buy and get a bigger solid state drive and go get some food, and that was it. You know, and I've been working on this mode build all day, so I'm really happy with how it turned out, and I'm really happy that, you know, we can finally start doing some Dreamcast streams again. I mean, the Dreamcast is one of my favorite systems that's ever been made. You know, I'm just glad I finally have everything set up. And like I was saying earlier, you know, everybody that helped, you know, and contributed and donated, you know, to helping me get the mode, I really appreciate you guys. You know, it means a lot to me. GT Biggerman says Genesis has 6 FM channels plus a DAC channel for digitized sound, plus the SMS PSG sound chip with its 3 channels and 1 noise channel. To use the DAC channel, it disables FM channel 6. So Genesis has 10 sound channels and SNES has 8. But each can make great soundtracks. That's very interesting, man. I've just only been recently learning about like the DAC stuff, because I didn't know anything about that stuff until like very, very recently. So that's very interesting. I definitely want to learn more about that stuff. Super Boo says, I used to tune out of the internet as a whole for weeks sometimes, but since I've been given moderator status on several different channels on YouTube and Twitch, I figure I shouldn't do that anymore. And dude, like you're always like in every stream, man, honestly. And I've told you before, like you're like the super mod, because you're like in all of them all the time, man. GT Biggerman says, and in the lazy hands could make ear torture. Ring Fit Master says, oh, that sucks. In my area, we have a few retro gaming stores that have closed. Thankfully, most of them stayed afloat because of the pandemic and console shortages. Yeah, well, that's good, man. I mean, I'm glad to hear that they've actually, you know, stayed in business. My favorite store went out of business. And it really kind of sucked, man, because I was actually like good friends with the guy that worked there, and I mean he didn't own the place; he just worked for the owner, you know, and he didn't really make much money or anything, and like he didn't even have phone service or anything, you know what I mean? So if I ever wanted to talk to him, I just have to go to the store, you know, and so I haven't seen him since then, man, and he was an awesome dude, and he was actually working on his own game, and he showed me a lot of stuff about this game that he was making, and I'm hoping that, you know, somehow I'll end up, you know, seeing him out somewhere or whatever, and talking to him again, because he was an awesome dude. Really talented guy. uh, GT Beerman says our retro stores here are doing all right. Well, that's good, man. I'm always glad to hear that. Always glad to hear that. About retro gaming stores, record stores, anything niche like that. I want those places to stay in business if they possibly can. Um, he says Nostalgic Nerd and Retribution are both awesome. That's a cool name. Retribution. I like that. I like that. Ring Fit Master says, I'm so amazed with your setup, and I still can't believe how awesome and smooth the streams are. It's hard to believe where you were only a couple months ago. Oh, not even a couple months ago, like a week ago. It's like, it's jumped from like, you know, subpar quality to like pretty high quality. I'm really happy with it, man. It's just I knew I had to upgrade my computer, and I knew I had to get like gigabit internet to be able to um, get this running the best way that I possibly can. So I'm very happy that it's finally looking better. And once I finish up a lot of this stuff with like the EverDrives and getting all these files together and all this stuff, I do want to make a lot more overlays and stuff, make the streams look better and stuff like that. So it might be another like week or two before I can really, start working on that. But I do want to start doing that within the next couple of weeks or so, and make some new overlays. And because I've already made three more for like the 1080p streams for when I jumped from 720 to 1080, and I actually made the overlays in 1080 to compensate for that. So I definitely want to make more all the time and keep it fresh all the time. Just uh, you know I was staying with the same overlay all the time, and it's cool to do that. You've always got something you can go to. You don't have to spend forever, trying to get your stream set up and everything like that. But at the same time, it's really cool to just, try to push yourself and like, make something cool and, make the stream look different, from week to week, and make it look better. So, that's something I'm definitely interested in doing, something I am going to be doing, in the future. But I think it'll probably be another week or two before I'll really have time to work on some more overlays. But I think I do have a few that I haven't showed off yet. So, just keep that in mind. Maybe on the next one we'll have some different stuff. GT Biggerman says, "Yeah, your setup's awesome now, man. It's took me a while, but I'm really happy with how it's turning out. I'll probably get a couple more EverDrives for different consoles in the future and stuff like that. But I think honestly, like with what I have, I'm pretty well satisfied. I do want to get one of the retro USB AVS consoles to do like NES and Famicom stuff. But honestly, this Retron 2 that I've got has actually not been too bad when I've streamed it, so I don't know. I'm not too worried about that right now, but I think that would be the best thing to do for like NES and Famicom stuff, is just to get something like that that's HDMI ready. And I probably will get an EverDrive for that as well, just to make it a lot easier for the streams. But yeah, really happy with how it's turning out and everything that I have so far. GT Beerman says, sometimes I get busy with something and I forget forget to check YouTube or Star Wars Discord. Dude, that's been me all week. Like, I haven't had time. Like, between working, well, I threw my back out actually earlier this week, and I didn't work for like 3 days, and I was laid up in the bed most of that time. And when I wasn't in the bed, I was trying to work on this mode build. Um, and then, you know, the times, then, when I was working all day, and then after that, I'd be working on the mode build again. And it was just like, I didn't have time to really, look at anything else. Um, I'll actually be glad when I have all that done officially, you know, because it's definitely a lot of work, but it is worth it. It's very worth it. Um, it's just it takes forever to get all that stuff set up. GT Beerman says the new PC and internet has made a huge deal with the smoothness. Yeah, man, for sure, for sure. Um, Ring Fit Master says, I know this sounds corny, but you'll see your friend again. It may not be today or tomorrow, but someday. Uh, it's never goodbye forever. Yeah, I mean, I think I will. Like, and I know that because I know that he was selling games at the flea market too at the time. The last time I saw him, which that's been over a year ago. But I've thought about actually just going to the flea market and seeing if I find him out there on the weekend or something, because I know he said he used to go on the weekend and sell like games and stuff out there. So I might actually have to make a trip to the flea market and see if I can find him out there. GT Beaverman says, I wish I had the drive to stream, I just don't. Yeah, and it's kind of hard to, man, sometimes. It's like, especially depending on how much stuff you got going on, day to day, like in your personal life and just how busy you are and stuff like that. Um, there's a lot of factors to it. I mean, with me, I'm single. I work and stuff like that, but it's just like I think the whole YouTube thing has just kind of been a hobby for me. It's I enjoy doing it. I enjoy talking to you guys and hanging out and playing games and stuff. Um, but even a lot of times when I really don't feel like streaming, I'm like, well, I'm not gonna have time, tomorrow or like for the next 3 days to do it, so I'm just gonna do it tonight, and it's always fun. It's like I don't dread it or anything at all. It's just, but I definitely see where you're coming from. It kind of really depends on, just how busy you are and all the things you have going on. You know. Let's see. GT Beamer says maybe sometime after I clean up this mess I created over the past month. Seriously, I have a rectangular folding table full of my Bai shipment stuff and VHS and cassette stuff I'm tinkering with. I ran out of shelf space for games. Wow. Well, I hope you get your project finished up soon, man. I definitely understand how that is. I'm always working on some kind of project, whether it's art or music or streaming stuff or stuff that I'm gonna be doing for the streams. Like I'm always working on something, always. And I feel like if I didn't have some kind of project to work on, I'd probably like go insane or something. you know. Um. Super says, if you do that thing with the mods, as familiar as like in Symphony of the Night, I guess I'll take Ghost if that hasn't been taken yet. Dude, I'm actually happy that you bring that up, man, because nobody has actually talked about that in a while. So I'm gonna put it in my sticky note right now. And yes, Super Boo, you can definitely be the Ghost familiar. That's awesome. I'm just making a note of it in my sticky notes real quick. Um, Stadium March is back. He says, Balzac's clean. Can I have a rent status? GT Bigman says, squeaky. Squeaky clean. Ring Fit Master says, it's hard for me to stream with me living in a small house with my whole family. It's hard with work, family, and trying to spend time with my girlfriend on voice chat. Yeah, I definitely understand, man. You know, um, GT Bickerman says, yeah, my 4-year-old is always having meltdowns. There's no way I can stream on the regular unless I involve him. Yeah, I can definitely understand, man. Um, Actually, Stadium, I actually need to make you a mod, dude. I'm actually gonna go ahead and do that. And sometimes I forget about stuff like this, but I'm gonna go ahead and make you a mod right now. Let's see. Let's see. Might take me a second. Trying to find hold on just a second. Alright, there we go. I found an easier way to add mods, so I'm learning something new here. Alright. So Stadium Arts, you have been knighted as a mod. Alright. Well, guys, I definitely appreciate y'all coming out tonight. I'm going to end it here in a second. I'm just going to finish this beer real quick, and then I got to crash because it's 5 o'clock in the morning. But I wanted to stream because I may not be able to do another one tonight, you know. So I just wanted to at least go ahead and get, you know, a good stream in tonight. I just wanted to wait for Saru to get done with his stream as well because I wasn't even ready until like 11 or 12, like way later than what I normally stream because I've been working on getting the mode together. But um, definitely glad I did. I thank you all for coming out. It's been a lot of fun, as it always is. And I'm going to finish this beer here and I'm going to catch up on your comments real quick. Oh my god. I know what song you're talking about too, Stadium Arts. What was that band called again? Eiffel 65 or some weird name like that. I know exactly what you're talking about. The I'm Blue song. Ring Fit Master says, "Forgive me, Master, but before we go." But before we give mod status, should we bring this up with the Jedi cancel? Super Boost says, to be honest, even though I'm a mod for a lot of channels, I've only banned one person and have only hit a few messages. I've had to okay lots of messages though. Yeah, I know what you mean because I'm a mod on a few channels as well, and I think I see that more than anything else is to okay the messages. But we had the issue though with the troll there for a while in the Saru streams and the Cassia streams, whoever that guy was, and that got pretty crazy. But other than that, that's the only major troll I've had to deal with. GT Bigman says now it's in my head, that song. Yeah. I used to have the CD of that a long time ago when I was a little kid. I remember when that stuff came out, you know. I think it was like 2000. I believe that came out in 2000. I think. Maybe, no, it was earlier than that. It was probably like 99. Ring Fit Master says, trolls give me a headache on MLP's live streams. You know, I have watched his streams before, but I haven't been able to catch a whole lot of them. I watch a ton of his videos, though. I love his channel, man. He's an awesome dude. But I think I have seen a troll or two in there before. I haven't been able to catch the streams enough to really know for sure, you know, like, and see it for myself, you know, because I know that but he's a big channel. I'm sure he's got trolls, you know. Super says, yeah, that troll usually gets got before I ever get the chance. That happens with me too a lot of times. Prozac takes me back. That song. Yeah, I remember that one. But guys, I don't know for sure if I'll be streaming or doing anything tomorrow. I would like to. I mean, if I have time and if it's possible. I mean, or even if it's like a late night stream like this. I mean, hey, if you guys are up and there's a few people that want to watch, I'm happy to stream. You know, I just don't want to be streaming to nobody. You know, like no viewers at all. But you know, my friends that come in here and watch, you know, I'll stream anytime, you know, and be happy to do that. But I will definitely, you know, let you know when I'm going to be streaming next. If I do end up streaming tomorrow, you know, I'll share the link and stuff. But I don't know for sure. Probably not. I'm just kind of counting on not doing it tomorrow. But if time opens up and I have time to, or you know whatever happens, you know, then I then I'll let you know if I can stream. But I do plan on streaming Saturday again. I'm not sure what the stream will be. I still have a lot of stuff to plan out this weekend. But I definitely appreciate y'all coming by. I know it's like, basically, it's tomorrow now. It's in the future. It's in the next day. So, thank you for coming by, man. I really appreciate you guys. And with all that said, I hope y'all have a great night. I'm going to end it here. And I'll see you next time, guys. Have a good one. Bye.